another episode of the JTech Foundries. I just want to make sure everybody knows to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It is going to greatly improve the chances that this video gets out. And the reason why we need this video is to get out is for the facts to be heard. Now, this video will be posted before Digital Foundry does their video. We are only going to be doing this video on the menu and the firing range because that's all I have access to. I don't have early access. If anybody wants to give me early access, you can, and we will do a second episode of JTech Foundries while we're playing inside of a mission. So as of right now, what I had noticed is when you go over to loadouts, you see a good amount of dips after you put the game into performance mode. The performance mode on Battlefield 6 is different than any of the other ones because the only way you can really access it is through a PlayStation 5 Pro with a VRR display. So we're getting a little bit under 100 frames per second just in the loadout. And when you mess around with the loadout, if I'm just gonna go around to who I really like to pick, I'm gonna see. I like this gun. And I don't think they're gonna let me get another second arm because I don't have access to it yet. So we gotta pick this. We gotta do that. When we go over to challenges, it's still the same thing. We're still seeing dips. A little bit under 100 frames per second. When we go back to the play menu, snaps back to 120. When you scroll down, you will probably get 2 dips. Is what three dips, and it goes down to 117 when you do something like this ever so often. Sometimes it will happen, sometimes it won't. I saw it go down to 118 when I wasn't filming. Now that it went down to 116. So it'll go down by a little bit just flipping through the pages. There's nothing happening here, but it just happens. I don't know why. Now we're going to go into the firing range. As you can see right here, we're going to put the information back up so that you guys know and you can see what's going on. Now before we go into the firing range, I want to replicate the dips so that you don't think that the TV is not working. The TV is working very well. We are seeing all types of dips on the menu. When we get into the game, however, you're not seeing those dips. It's smooth as butter, 120. When you push the touchpad, you can go over to the weapons that you have, select one, and in the firing range, they will switch to that weapon. So if I was to want to go put a normal assault rifle, I'll be able to choose that, swap to it, and that's how it'll go. Well, I'm going to save this real quick just for YouTube purposes. I'm gonna try to get this far one right here. It's gonna be a little crazy. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get that shit. Oh shit. Ah, I got it. Sorry, the information went off screen. It doesn't stay on there all the time, but yeah, it doesn't seem like you're having a bit of problem. Oh, I just saw a dip. I see. Okay, so you see dips in the menu, but you're not seeing dips in the game. Is that weird? Is this a beta right now? So I don't know what that's all about. But we have to be grateful because the PS5 is actually playing this above 60 frames. And I don't think we can say that for Xbox. If you can say that for Xbox, I would love for you to do a similar test with a similar TV. I'm using a OLED LG TV. And it hasn't let me down since I picked it up last year. Grateful that I did pick it up. I've been having a hell of a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to go back in the menu and replicate the dips. And it does look... I don't think they're going to let me pick this. They're not going to let me pick no... they're not going to let me pick no RPG. We're inside of a training facility. I'm going to do classic JTech stuff now. So we're going to go away from shooting. Oh, we can shoot stuff here too. That's cool. Detail is important to me. It's always been important to me since I started gaming. It doesn't matter if it was the Super NES or the N64 or even GameCube. I love seeing attention to detail. It could be food, it could be water, it could be grass, it could be snow. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to be looking at a lot of detail. That's just what I do. So you can bust the glass. Okay, so this shooting range, yeah, you can shoot, but there's a little Easter egg here for attention to detail. So let's see about these boxes. Okay, I see you. Again, only the menus are going to replicate dips. Don't know why, but it is what it is. All of this stuff is still destroyed. Cool. The bullets are still here. Nice detail. I think it looks solid for a next generation game. I think it looks dope. Oh, I was just wondering. I was gonna wonder if they were gonna put that in there. That's cool. That's cool. Well, this is my Battlefield 2077. I'm seeing some screen tearing though. I will say that. When moving around right here, I'm seeing screen tearing. I'm not seeing any dips in the performance, but I am seeing screen tearing when I move around. It's not something uncommon to Battlefield games, but I did want to report that I am seeing screen tearing.